I realized it was pretty lit. Oh my god, are you okay? I was pretty happy. I mean, like, as happy as a kid could be, I guess. I did have PTA clout. Like, I think my friends knew my mom more than, like, they knew me. Low-key, just like, yo, Hannah, your mom's here. I'm like, facts. Friends-wise, it was very weird. Like, there was a very stable friend group. And I'm still friends with a lot of them today. Like, I was, like, so close to these, like, few people. Like, I didn't even, like, talk to other people. But now, like, as I've grown up, I've always not been, like, a floater, but I've had, like, a fair share of mixed, like, friend groups, I guess. And there was always that one solid friend group that I have. But it's not like I only hung out with them. Like, I had other solid friend groups, too. But in elementary school, it was just so different because, like, these are the kids you grew up with for, like, 7 years, basically, from kindergarten to 6th grade for us. And it was so innocent and, like, not innocent at the same time. There were some times I got hurt when I realized, like, I don't know, elementary school is when we started recognizing our strengths. And sometimes that became your identity. And I didn't know how to, like, deal with that when, like, we got out of elementary school. And I think that's that's a big problem for a lot of people today. Like, it's a problem for a lot of people today, like, all ages, where you kind of peak in elementary school, you know? I think growing up in a competitive, like, environment, it's just, like, I didn't want to do things anymore. Nothing felt fun. Everything was forced. And, like, I appreciate that to some extent, but, like, I don't know. Like, what I was talking about was, like, when certain things become your identity, and then, like, that becomes broken, and you're like, who the hell am I? Because, like, I started, like, really hating school. Like, I didn't want to try hard anymore. And, like, even though, like, I wanted to be, like, I guess considered smart, like, it wasn't me. Even now in college, like, sometimes I think, wow, people are just so much smarter than me. And I'm like, why don't I do something about it? It's just, like, that's not exactly where I want to focus my thing, like, my energy on. And I think that just all started, like, that innocence of being like, oh my god, I can be good at everything, just goes downhill after you get out of elementary school, you know? And there's just so much gatekeeping, you know? Like, gatekeeping, like, I find myself kind of thinking that way too, but that's also because I have, like, an individuality complex. It's just because, like, from a very young age, like, I wanted to be, like, stand out, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like everybody feels that way. Everybody obviously wants to be considered unique in their own way, and everybody is. But we're all in the same world. I mean, like, I guess to a certain point, like, yes, we're in the first world. Like, it's not like we're in a third world country or anything, but, like, in the privileged world that we live in, people have, like, interests and, like, subjects of, like, hobbies or just anything, like, we can learn. Like, everybody's exposed to everything. So, obviously, it makes sense that people have multiple interests. I didn't want to infringe on anybody's thing. This whole, like, idea of, like, copying someone, I didn't want to be that person to, like, steal, like, thunder away from someone, you know? But, like, that's so stupid, because why can't I enjoy things that I want to enjoy? For example, like, I got into film photography lately, and, like, I don't know what I'm doing. The people I watch on YouTube are so accepting, and they're very open, and they're always trying new things, and they're sharing. Like, people on YouTube are always sharing, like, oh, this is, like, what is good, like, this is some tips and tricks how to do this. But I sometimes feel like I'm overstepping boundaries. Just, like, I'm not a film photographer. Like, what am I doing in this community? I know, and that's, like, the stupid thing. Like, everybody's a beginner at some point, and I find myself doing this to people that, like, start makeup, you know? Like me gatekeeping, like, personally. Like, but, like, I should be encouraging people to do it, you know? So, like, Sharon started makeup recently, and, like, I love that. I love that. Like, I love that. But then I see other people on, like, online, and I'm like, why are you starting makeup? Like, why are you pretending like you're good at makeup? And I'm like, Hannah, what the hell are you saying? Like, you sucked at one point too, and they don't even suck. They're pretty fucking good at it. And I'm like thinking to myself, why am I gatekeeping something that everybody has the right to love? You know, like, I'm not even saying it out loud, but like to myself, it's just like, Hannah, why are you even doing this?
Put yourself in check.
Why are you
sometimes.
gatekeeping?
You gotta put yourself in check sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like, but why do we think that way? And I think that's because, like, we're all conditioned to think that what we do is unique. It's quirky. But it's what you make of what you do that makes you unique, not what you do is unique. You know, like, there are so many different artists in the world, but no one person has, like, the same style. Two people can draw a flower and they can look totally different. I don't know why so many people put you down for wanting to do something, you know? Like, I remember somebody told me, you know, in music, like, there's always a hierarchy. Like, somebody's always going to be lined up for the next job. And then I get into music school, and it literally doesn't matter who you are. Like, there is no set line. There is no set hierarchy. There is no set list of people that are going to fill the next spot. No, you earn that spot with your own talent. You know what I mean? Like, there may be people who are good contenders, people who people think are going to get the job, but they still have to work hard to get it into that position. Like, you see undergraduates, like, scoring first horn, like, principal chair jobs, like, even before they graduate. And they weren't in the industry for that long. They're literally students. And they still get the job because they earned it. Like, they put the work in, and they're obviously, like, somebody in the committee, like, recognized talent that would be fit for that orchestra. You know what I mean?
I feel like people will also freak out because there are those people that haven't honed in on anything, but then they'll discover something and they find out they're really good and they'll get the spot over people who have been working at it. And I feel like that's probably where gatekeeping comes from at that point. It's like, you didn't even try. Like, you're not even in on this. Or, like, you haven't even tried to, like, get this far.
But you still love doing it. I literally don't know when the videos start recording, so I guess the ending point is, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in life, but I'm definitely trying to figure out what I like doing, and that's okay. I'm just chilling. Bye, guys.